A lot of rain going on in Standish. See the dark clouds here, temperatures in the 60s, incredibly muggy. We've had flash flooding across the state, southern Maine, and you can see here behind me at the rest stop in Kennebunk, obviously cars have the lights on. You've seen those warnings go across our screen. Torrential downpours continue. Watch for flash flooding this evening especially, then the runoff overnight. It will be comfortable though to end the weekend tomorrow. It's going to look nothing like today. A cold front moves in on Monday, another one, and that's going to bring scattered thunder and a little bit of humidity at the coast, nothing like you're seeing right now along the southern coast and mid coast. Here's a look at the flash flood warning situation happening right now. Where you have the green, you have those warnings popping up. Only southern Maine and New Hampshire. So our counties in New Hampshire, Coos and Carroll, and then a couple here in southern Maine. Think Cumberland County, portion of York County, Androscoggin. So that is until 11:30 tonight, all because of this heavy rain coming in on the live sweeping radar, coming in from the west. Look at all this rain, greens and yellows and even some reds. Rainfall rates of 1, 2, 3, 4 inches up to per hour. Take a look at this. Radar and gauge indicated flash flooding. I haven't gotten any reports of any washouts, but definitely have to watch out on the sides of the roads that could be taking on some water and washing out a little bit, but no actual roads washing away. And there's that rain coming in. Here's a heavier band that's coming into Oxford County now. That's going to continue. I'll zoom in just a bit and show you Manchester, heavy rain, New Hampshire, but also here in Maine too, around Portland, starting to finally get on the heavy stuff. It's taken all day to get here, but once again, radar and gauge indicated in Cumberland County. You see up north, basically no rain going on, but it's down south here on the 24-hour precip accumulation, and this really has to go out a few hours back. More than 5 inches estimated by Doppler radar. Not ground truth yet, but south of Windham, you see that here in Cumberland County, where the heavy rain continues. Also, there was a warning, a severe thunderstorm warning over Sebago Lake this afternoon, too. They got a bunch of rain. Here's a look at the storm report situation. East Baldwin, close to 3 inches. Now, that is a gauge indication. That is an actual report here. So the Doppler's saying 5, the gauge is saying about 3. But reminder, this is around 3 o'clock now, okay? So certainly there's enough time there, a couple hours or so, where there could certainly be closer to 5 or more inches of rain that has accumulated. So be careful tonight. Turn around, don't drown. Temperatures extremely warm, especially for down east and southern portion of the southern coast especially. But up north, 59 in Rangeley, a little hint of some cooler weather coming our way. That'll be behind this front that's coming through. It has stalled a bit, but low pressure spinning off to the west in upstate New York. That's going to be this ball of energy that's going to slide east and set off that rain tonight as that dry air works in from the north. And it's going to take some time to get here, but the state is basically split in half right now. Comfortable from about Bangor north, maybe a little bit farther north than that up around Greenville. But south of that, it still feels soupy, tropical. Yes, but the wind is out of the north, though, you see there, and eventually the dry air will win that battle, and we are going to clear out tonight. But before that, radar is going to be lit up tonight. You see the greens, the yellows, the reds, but just watch how quickly that's going to exit here. As we get after 11 o'clock, only down east pretty much is seeing the rain still. So we've got a few more hours of the rain, and then it's going to shut off. The wind is due north, which means 50s, a downsloping, drying wind coming down from the northern and western mountains, and that's going to help to really give us a lot of sun on your Sunday. And also, we're going to see a big improvement in the humidity. So this is a map that has the dew point, measure of moisture in the atmosphere, and we've had a lot of yellows and oranges up. But for Sunday, behind this front, the dry air works its way in, and you think that's good. It gets even better as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Another reinforcing front drops down from the north, high pressure, high and dry, call it, even better. Humidity is going to go down into Tuesday. Look at these dew points. Once again, the measure of moisture. Anytime we get to the 50s, that's pretty nice. 40s is really nice. And as we get into Monday and Tuesday, it's going to go down. I will point out on Monday, there'll be a bump in the humidity back to the 60s, just briefly, nothing too terrible. but that is because of that system coming through, that cold front I showed you. But after that, Tuesday looks phenomenal. Look at 40s in Rangeley for dew point. That is some dry air. Some good hair days are coming as we get into the next couple of days. How about the forecast for the Mariners? Seas at 2 to 3 feet, wind north to west tomorrow. Water temp close to 70. Small craft is up. The next 3 days of the forecast: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Quite comfortable Sunday, no rain. Humidity comes way down. Temperature gets out of the 80s. For Monday, low humidity, but there will be some thunderstorms in the forecast, and also some humidity at the coast, but inland not even close to being humid. Tuesday is by far the pick of the next several days. Temperature comes down to the 70s for highs inland. Very comfortable. Wednesday, another day of low humidity. Thursday, it's still nice. And then Friday, we're right back in that summer pattern. Humid and stormy into the upcoming weekend. At the coast, slightly different story. On Monday, it's a touch humid, but I don't want to jump over Sunday. Tomorrow is definitely the better of the 2 weekend days. And then Tuesday, it's quite comfortable. Wednesday, staying low humid for everyone. And then Thursday, humidity starts to increase a notch or two. By Friday, it's humid and rainy. And then by Saturday, we're humid with shower activity coming into the forecast. We'll have highs in the 70s and lows in the 60s with an update coming up at 11 o'clock.